Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup. I don't usually do this every single day, but it is the neutral look that I like to wear when I have no idea what kind of makeup on it I want to do, or if I'm just, it's just a regular day and I'm not planning on doing anything too fancy. Now, of course, this might be way too much for some people, and that's okay. I love, the amount of makeup I wear, and I'm confident in that, and so you don't need to wear everything that I wear if you do want to recreate this tutorial. This whole week, if you're wondering why I haven't been posting, which, I mean, it's just Thursday, so it's not like it's been a decade, but it has been a little bit because I have been gardening for someone every day after school for about 3 hours, so I've been coming home just utterly exhausted, and I haven't had time to wake up early in the morning because usually I do like to film before school, so that's why, just in case you want to know. But yeah, let's just get right into the video. I hope you guys like it, and make sure to hit the subscribe button because it makes me really happy. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, so we're starting off with a super cute pajama shirt and my classic clip, oh yeah. And I'm just going to take a medium coverage foundation. This foundation is from AVON, and I'm just going to start by just placing it on my face, and then I'm going to blend it in and buff it in with an expert face brush by Real Techniques. I kind of started using this again rather than my beauty blender, and I absolutely love it. It does apply really nicely with the medium coverage, and yeah. I'm making sure to buff that into my hairline and down my neck, and it does look a little too dark for me right now, but I promise it matches my body. It's just my neck is super light. And then I'm going to go back over it all with a damp beauty blender. I like to do this just to eliminate any brushstroke lines that the brush gave me. And so yeah, I'm just patting it all over my face. And yes, this is a cut concealer. Yeah, I really wanted to get the last few drops that were in the concealer, so I did cut the tube. But I'm just mixing that with my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm just placing that underneath my eyes in the center of my face. This is going to give us a little more coverage, so even if you have acne and it's still showing through even after you use a foundation, you can do this concealer step, and it will help to not only highlight your face and brighten it up, but cover a little bit more. And I actually like to run that over my eyelids because it'll help prime for eyeshadow. And I'm using a damp beauty blender to do this because it actually absorbs any excess concealer that I placed on my skin, and it blends it out so easily and so flawlessly. Then I'm going in with my e.l.f. Under Eye setting powder. I'm just taking that on a tapered fluffy brush, and I'm going over my under eye and my lid again with the beauty blender right before I apply the powder, just to make sure that there's no creases for when I actually set it. And I'm just swiping that all underneath my eyes. I'm not powdering the entire face just because I do have dry skin. And then going back in with another matte concealer, I'm just covering up a little blemish I have. I usually don't do this, but I did have a pretty bad blemish, so I just did it for today, and I just set it with the powder so it doesn't move throughout the day. And I actually have been switching up my brow routine a little bit. I've been just playing around with some new products, and I know I just did a brow routine, but I have recently been filling it in on the on the borders of my eyebrow with a pencil, and filling the rest in with this eyebrow gel from NYX. This eyebrow gel is very, very intense, so you want to be really light-handed with it and really careful. And then I just cleaned everything up with that same matte concealer that we used to cover up the blemish. Look at the difference that makes. Eyebrows do justice. Oh my gosh, I love eyebrows. And then I'm going in with this Too Faced Natural Eye Palette. I absolutely recommend this palette to everyone. And I'm going in with this light kind of yellowish shade. I'm placing that from the inner socket of my eye out to the outer edge of my eye, just to cover up any veins that the concealer didn't cover up, and to set the concealer even further and just neutralize everything and make it all nice and ready for concealer or eyeshadow. I don't know why, I just lost my train of thought. And then I'm going in with this Estee Lauder palette. This is really optional, but I like to take this sandy shade and just work it all into my crease and above to help all the other colors blend out. This is the transition shade that I use pretty much day to day. Then I'm going back in with that palette with that medium kind of cool toned brown, and I'm just blending that pretty much where I blended that transition color, but I'm not blending it too high because I don't want it to be all the way up to my brow bone, but I'm blending it right into the crease and a little bit above. And then I'm going in with this slightly more taupe dark shade with a smaller brush so I get to get it a little bit more tightly in my crease. I'm trying to fake a shadow to make my eyes look a little bit bigger. That's why I'm not using a ton of shadow, just a light wash. And then I'm going back in with the big brush to make sure everything is blended out seamlessly. And I'm also going to take that lighter brown shade that we used in the beginning, and I'm going to place that on the lower lash line just so my lower lash line stands out a little bit and it doesn't just disappear with my concealer. Then I'm going to take this absolutely beautiful pinky shimmery champagne shade, and I'm going to place that right into the inner corner, and this is going to make our eyes look really big and pop and look really awake. I sometimes put this all over the lid, I sometimes put it on the lower lash line. You can do a lot of things with this color. It is absolutely beautiful. Now, I don't go in with eyeliner every single day, but I wanted to just for this tutorial because I do wear a lot, and I'm just going to do some quick clips of it. I will have an eyeliner tutorial coming up soon, but basically I like to put 2 lines on the outer edge, make sure they're symmetrical, and then drag an eyeliner brush with some gel eyeliner on it across my eye in a straight line and fill it in. And then after I did that, I just go back over it with a really black liquid liner and make sure it's as black as it could be, and as precise and sharp as it can be. Seems like a lot, it's really not. It is so super easy, and I will have a tutorial coming up soon where I can go into detail on all the steps I did because I know that was super fast. Then I'm going in with one of these blushes. I didn't know which one I would use. I absolutely love these. These are Milani baked blushes. They're absolutely beautiful. I chose the pink just because it's kind of my signature look to go with pink cheeks and a pink lip. And I'm taking that on a really fluffy, like not dense at all brush. And I'm vigorously actually blending it on my cheeks. I don't want too much product because I don't want to look like a clown, but I do want that nice wash of that mid-tone pink. And I'm just blending that all the way from my the apple of my cheek back to the very back of my head, I guess you could say. And then I'm taking my favorite bronzer. This is by Too Faced, and I'm not really contouring today, but I do want to add a little bit of color to my skin just because I am so fair. I really like to do this. It's, you know, not really an optional step for me, just because I really want to look lively. I don't want to look dead and so white that, yeah, no. So I like to go over my entire face, just the outer realms of my face with that bronzer, and this is a pretty fluffy brush, but it has a little bit of density to it, so it does apply a pretty good amount of color. And then I'm going to take my favorite highlight of all time, and I'm actually going to use the top strip, which is just an icy pink, and I'm going to run that on the top of my cheekbones down to the apple of my cheek and above my brow. The placing of highlight above your brow will actually give you like a slight brow lift. It's awesome. I love doing that. And then I'll also place it on my Cupid's bow just to make my top lip look a little bit shiny and stand out a little more. And I actually place that right into the inner corner just for my eyes to pop even more. Now I'm taking this CoverGirl lipstick. I have not talked about this enough. I absolutely love it. It is so creamy and it makes my lips look so plump, and it's just the perfect icy pink. It's so beautiful. Then to finish up the look, I'm just going to spray my face with some MAC Fix Plus spray. This will just lay all the powder down on my skin and make my face look as natural and dewy as possible, and it's just perfect. I love adding MAC Fix Plus. And that is it for this tutorial. I really hope you guys liked it and tried it out. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I love you all.